Today, from the Superdome in New Orleans,
(3-0) versus 0-3. Will current form hold? We'll find out as we're off in Week 4. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
Okay, I'm not taking a turn to negative town, even though it's going to sound like it. The 2 interceptions he threw last week, those obviously have to be eliminated, and that was the focus of practice this week. But let's face it, he did throw 3 touchdown passes.
And they got the win.
So I think it was a good week for him to work on things. Had some positives, the win being first and foremost. Now he's just got to eliminate those interceptions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They're going to look to throw. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Again, he'll drop to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And able to get this one on to about the 46-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 2nd and 1. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. On first down, Robinson. A check-in on the numbers last week for Robinson. 17 carries, 129 yards.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this one is right through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And it's funny how we always talk about how analytics are starting to creep into the game. One analytic that's been there for a long time, teams that start 0-3 usually don't make the playoffs. So we know one quarterback today that's determined to end that slide right now. It's not impossible, but this is a must-win for him and his team.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 17 carries, 57 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third. He'll look to throw. And it's caught. That's Chris Olave with the grab. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A give. This is Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll look to throw here. And throw here, that's complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
On 2nd down now, it's Robinson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run here with Robinson. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give right side. Robinson. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 33. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here's away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, You know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. He may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. Now here's a look. The end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And now a pause here after the play because, as you can see, slow to get up is Alvin Kamara. Well, he gets into 2. We'll step aside. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
He's got his man on the crossing route.
Oh, yeah.
So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know, they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. They'll set up a throw. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down. Avery Williams deep for Atlanta. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over first and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think this hit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points. Great going into the half.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out, and that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back to throw now on first down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 3 yards to gain there, second down. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We've got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people get a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And his throw is incomplete. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Getting set for their next drive. New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first in. They start the second half with Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 53 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Kamara. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Two yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. Back to throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 10th carry for Kamara. And forget about finding a lane. Barely had time to look up before he planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. From midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. He finds his man, complete. It's London. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's out right at the 25. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Now back to throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. On 3rd down, Robinson. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. This is fielded at the 27. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll look to throw now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Perry. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And Lutz's kick is good. And the lead will increase to 6 now. It's 9-3. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Kamara. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Saints on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. And this is going to be incomplete. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
You hate to get the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you just hold a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good. And it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Again, Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Singletary. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Devin Singletary, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. And they'll turn to Kamara. Well, we lasted all the way to the fourth quarter without a touchdown being on the board, but here a key one to extend the lead.
Definitely, and I really doubt, though, that that's going to open the floodgates. What do you think, partner?
No, not the way that we've seen these defenses play.
Yeah, no doubt about it. They've been rock solid, but we had to know that sooner or later, someone had to surrender a touchdown, and it happened right there.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second down and inches. It's a loss of 11 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there on 4th and 10. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Marcanet with a pick, and the Saints are going to take over. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defense.